Ciao and welcome back. In the last episode, we learned how the saying, men are from Mars and women are from Venus, applies very well to stress. We saw how there are big differences in how men and women perceive stress, which are the greatest stressors, and how differently they experience the symptoms of stress in their body and in their brain. Today, I would like to talk about the different ways for managing stress and which strategies work best for each gender. When it comes to stress management, regardless of the sources of stress and the symptoms reported in the American Psychological Association Stress in America survey, both women and men say that in general, they tend to choose sedentary activities like reading, listening to music, and watching television to manage their stress, over healthier behaviors like exercising, meditating, or seeing a mental health professional. However, here are the differences. Women are more likely than men to say they read to manage stress, and overall report more stress management activities that connect them with other people, like spending time with friends or family and joining a group or a community like a church. Men are more likely than women to say they play sports and listen to music as a way of managing stress. They're also more likely than women to say they do nothing to manage their stress. Women report that they eat more and eat unhealthy food because of stress. Significantly more women exercise only once a week or less, and they say that they are just too tired to exercise more. Men say they exercise because it gives them something to do and keeps them from getting sick. Only 30% of women and 25% of men report being successful in their efforts to get enough sleep or in their efforts to manage stress. When it comes to the barriers that men and women say prevent them from taking better care of themselves, they are also very different. Both genders cite lack of willpower as the number one barrier preventing them from making lifestyle and behavioral changes like healthy eating habits or exercise routine. But when asked what they need to change in order for their willpower to improve, women were more likely to say less fatigue, more energy, more time, and more confidence in their ability, while men were less likely to say they need encouragement in order to improve their willpower. Instead, they say they just need more money. The truth is, when it comes to dealing with stress, men and women just manage it differently. Women often seek support to talk out the emotional experience, the process that is happening, and what can be done. Whether with friends, family, or a support group, women like to tell their stories. Men, on the other hand, often seek an escape activity to get relief from stress, to create a relaxing diversion, to get away. And golfing is a common example of how men escape. They're acting out their stressful energy in a challenging way, but they typically don't take time to discuss their feelings or stress among each other. It is fair to say that in order to manage a problem, we need to be able to recognize it. And unfortunately, there is no specific test to diagnose stress. Typically, if you get to the point of seeing a doctor, most likely your doctor will conduct a series of tests to exclude other medical conditions, having nothing to do with stress directly. This is because the symptoms of stress may be similar to those of other conditions like headaches, upset stomach, fatigue, tightness in your chest, and a feeling as though you can't catch your breath, sleep problems, depression or anxiety, overeating or weight gain, increased blood pressure or heart rate. You can see a full list of these symptoms on the blog page. Now, let's talk about which treatments and strategies are available for stress management. The best advice I have learned as a way to manage stress from overdemand and inadequate self-care is very simple. And it boils down to two little words that can make a big difference in your life. No or yes. From this point on, it's no to the bad and yes to the good. I know that oftentimes the stressors in your life are out of our control. The problem is that we can't simply wish away stressful events from our life. Who doesn't want a secret move or a magic potion to kill stress in our life and feel better and balanced instantly? I know I do. The thing is, secret techniques and magic potions are awesome in movies, but don't work in real life. The key is to learn how to expand your nervous system capacity to handle stress better, and that requires attitude, dedication, and practice. So here are some strategies that everyone can implement in their life to enhance their nervous system capacity to manage increased demand during stressful moments. Eat a balanced, nutritious diet. Exercise regularly. Get enough sleep. Practice relaxation exercises every day to increase your nervous system capacity to adjust your response to stress and reduce its effects. Schedule your time more effectively and restructure your priorities towards healthy activities. Learn how to say no and to establish healthy boundaries. Balance home, work, and play by planning time for hobbies and recreation. Express your emotions. Let yourself laugh or cry. Laughter releases tension in your muscle, while tears help cleanse the body of substances that accumulate under stress. Strive to maintain loving, healthy relationships and stay connected with friends and family. Talk about what troubles you. If you can't find a buddy to talk with, try writing your feelings in a journal. Help others. Science shows that when we help others, we increase our resilience. Learn how to accept the stressors that are out of your control, and when you know you need to face those stressors, schedule stress-reducing activities in your day. Cultivate a positive attitude towards changes. Think of them as opportunities to grow and evolve. My coach taught me to start the day with this beautiful sentence: "Today is a perfect day to get it wrong." This dissipates the pressure immediately and helps me stay present and enjoy the ride. Keep a sense of humor during difficult situations. Find your meaning and purpose. Focus on gratitude. Stay in the present moment. When possible, reduce the stressors in your life. Simplify your life. Work toward a healthy self-esteem. Examine your negative beliefs and modify them. And if you realize that you need an extra help, reach out to a mental health practitioner. These are techniques that everyone can successfully implement in their lives. In addition, there are some specific strategies that work better for men to manage stress. For example, men need to be reminded of all the things that they cannot control by having a more realistic sense of what they can control. One fun way to practice this is to play a stress relief game. Sit on a chair and ask yourself to move a box of Kleenex with your mind. The minute you realize that it is impossible, you can remind yourself of how often you're asked to do the impossible in your job or at home. Job stress in particular is a major risk factor for a man's health. Men are taught since childhood to act if they can control the impossible on a daily basis and to accept responsibility for things they don't have control over. So when they become adults, they get frustrated with what they can't change. So procrastination is the most common result of this learned behavior. Another important practice that helps men manage stress is to learn to admit their vulnerability and talk openly about their feelings and their struggles. Now, how can women better manage stress? If you're feeling more stressed than your male counterpart, give yourself a pat on your back for handling what you're already doing and move confidently to step 2. Learn to practice healthy self-care strategies for coping with stress. Reducing stress can be difficult, and often we succeed in relieving stress in the short term, but then we return to old stress-producing habits. Oftentimes, this happens because we follow what is trendy instead of what is rooted in science. The latest diet, the up-to-track exercise, or fancy practices that we have no idea if they will produce results that are long-lasting. Also, no single method of stress management is successful for everyone. So you might want to try a variety of approaches with a try-and-fail attitude to discover what works for you. I highly recommend a personalized plan to my clients because I strongly believe that we are all unique on a path for our own evolution as human beings. That is why I have developed and share with you my audio training on the 4 rituals to transform your life, to help you harness stress into lifelong strength and to learn how to master your health using the power of science-based and result-proven practices that I personally researched and selected. As you finish this video, go and listen to them. And remember, you have the power to harness your stress into growth, health, and happiness. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What are your favorite go-to practices to manage stress? Leave a comment in the comment box on the blog and let me know. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. Ciao!